Hey guys, thanks for stopping back in. Today we got what I hope to be is an interesting one. See if this doesn't fall flat on its face. I got an '07 Acura TL 3.2. Check engine lights on. Not quite that simple though. Quick background, this car came to me before I even started this channel. This is one of those cars the guy forgets to bring it back. That's basically a synopsis of it. He came in with a check engine light on, I don't even know, 9 months ago, 10 months ago. I checked it. I actually had Keith come in with me on it because it was giving me a little trouble. So I had Keith stop by from New Level. Everybody knows Keith, right? And he stopped by and we went over together. I wanted doing lower intake gaskets, and we determined it needed an EGR valve. Couldn't get one right away from the dealer, ordered one aftermarket, which, right, don't do that. I did. I put it in. The new EGR valve leaked. I put the old one in with a new gasket. Told the customer, you need to come back, I need to order the EGR valve, bring the car back. Well, he never brought it back. I can't let the car go, whatever the situation is, put it in and bring it back. 4 months later, comes back. I said, we have to fix that light, right? He goes, no, the check engine light's not on, the Titan fuel cap light is on. I scan it. There's no codes. There's no fuel trim issues. There's no codes. I noticed they need an EGR valve. I scan it. Everything looks fine. It's got my head scratching, and it's got a fuel cap light with no codes. And a little research. There's a bulletin on it. Acura Honda strategy. I'm guessing rather than set a code for small evap leak, they decided to trip the fuel cap light instead. There's a bulletin that says if you get it, just make sure the cap is tight and change the purge valve. That's their answer. From Acura, launch the parts cannon at it. That's what they're telling you to do. Throw a purge valve in it. We all know the high failure rate of purge valves, right? Again, I can't get one from the dealer. It's not in stock. Again, this guy's on a time constraint. I can only have the car for 1 day. I can't hold it overnight. I call, I get an aftermarket purge valve. Again with an aftermarket part. I can't get two in a row, can I? I throw the purge valve in it. I don't even have time to road test it. The guy's at my door. I need the car. It's okay. New valve's in it. Pays the bill. I said, drive it around, clear the monitors. Any issue, gives me a call. It calls me up like the next day to check engine lights on. I don't remember if it was the low fuel light came back on, the fuel cap light, or the check engine light. Actually, check engine light next day. Bring it back in. This is why I hate letting cars go before I'm sure they're done, right? I just didn't have a choice. Bring it back in. That was 5 months ago. So this started last year. Brings it back 4 months later, now he brings it back 5 months later. The car is now here. Want to guess why? Because it needs an inspection. So, oh, by the way, can you put an inspection sticker on it? It's like comical. This is why I pulled the camera out. It's not even about the purge valve. This is just funny. So I printed off a quick, ran the scan on it, pulled the diagnostic report, 4 codes, 2 and 2, 2 are permanent, 2 are temporary, both. They duplicate a 145C and a 497. Purge flow malfunction, low purge flow detecting. The new valve that I put in is I haven't pulled it yet, it's probably just bad right out of the box. I may not even check bi-directional. I think maybe I'll just pull it out and bench test the stupid thing. And then go see if Honda or Acura has one of these so I can put the factory one in. And then we'll see if we can get this thing to clear. Because again, I only have today. And if I'm not done in a couple hours, he's going to be here looking for the car. Alright, well, oh, and as a bonus, the battery was dead this morning when I got out there. Luckily not dead enough to erase the codes, but dead. And they got it inside and dead again. So, that's just a bonus. This was the health report. I disconnected the purge valve already. I got my vacuum pump set up. I believe if we go in here, there is a, see if we can find a bi-directional control. Evap. Single solenoid. Right? So we just want to work the purge. Yes. Purge control on, purge control off, canister vent on or off. We want purge. Now, it should be off right now. Oop, let's see that. Holds vacuum. It should be off. We'll hit off to make sure. It is off. It holds vacuum. Sorry, I'll try to keep that in frame. There we go. Go back. On. 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 One more time. We'll hit off, even though it should be off by default. On. Doesn't like these gloves. There we go. Nope. Now it's a goof. Hang on. Let's see. There we go. Let's try this. Every tool has a hammer side. Let's see. Can we get that? Let's see what works. There it goes. How about that? It worked. Works now. Off. Should be off by default. I don't know why there's an off function, but that's fine. Nope. Still don't like it. Should we try it again? Maybe I could just drive around with the car and this little thing and tap on it every time. Ha! Brand new. I won't mention the brand, but we all know. Well, I think it's time to call Honda. Hopefully Honda has the valve for this. It should be the same, right? And see if we can't get this thing finally fixed. And we'll check back in. Oh, it's a goof. You know what? If you can believe it, I still have the original valve. It's been sitting on my bench for 4 months in a corner. Every time I wonder why it was sitting there, I was reminded of this car. So just as a goof, let's... Now remember, we changed this because the bulletin said so, because he was getting a Titan fuel cap light. Escape. On. Even that one did it. Look at that. You see that? Watch it. It works if I hit it. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep this in focus. Back out. Off. Off is off, right? Oh, what am I doing? It's not. I didn't connect it. What an idiot. It would help if I connect it, right? Schmuck. Let's try again. Ready? Look at that. The old one works better than the new one. I can't believe I just did that. On. The old one works better than the new one. Well, let's call Honda. I'll be right back. Alright, well, guess what? Honda didn't have the valve.
it's, as you can tell, my haircut and a shave, it's not even the same day. That was a week ago. He was supposed to bring it back, and he didn't. Not surprised. What did end up happening is, like I said, Honda didn't have the part. I actually threw the original purge valve back in the car, just so I can at least return the defective one before it became non-returnable. I did not order the new one, and like I told the customer, I says, I'm not going to order it. And I was honest with him. I says, you disappear for 4 or 5 months. If I order the part, especially from the dealer, then there's no returning it, and I get stuck with it. He understood. He said, let me see what I can arrange. I'll get it back to you, and I can leave it with you, so on and so forth. I said, I'm not going to order it unless the car is here. I think I was being fair. I didn't want to sound like a jerk, but again, I don't want to get stuck. So, put the original one back in it, cleared everything. He drove it, monitors cleared, the Titan fuel cap light did come on. However, it doesn't turn the check engine light on, it doesn't prevent the monitors from running, and he did get it inspected. So you know what I'm thinking, right? He ain't coming back. So I wanted to put an end to the video, or at least part 1. If he comes back at some point, I'll make a part 2. Before you beat me up for, hey, it's not really a technical video, you really didn't teach us anything. Part of it, I guess I'm showing you is, this is kind of what we have to deal with sometimes. You know, if you can relate, let me know. If you got a story like it, share it. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that has to deal with this sometimes. So, you know, this is, I guess I'm just sharing some of the experiences. How do we, as technicians, shop owners, how do we deal with issues like this? Kind of an odd situation, I guess. It's not too common that it happens like this over a, at this point, 10-month span. But he's got, I'm assuming he's happy. He's got an inspection sticker, and he can use the car, and he doesn't have to lay it up. And I guess it's that issue. I don't know. But let me know what you think in your comments. How do you guys deal with this? If you've had a situation like it, share it. I'm curious. And that's it. I'll I was really hoping there'd be an ending to this, and it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. So I figured I'd put an ending to it, and this is it. But I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for checking in. I hope you got a laugh out of it, at least at my expense. You know, click subscribe, ring the bell, check me out. I got a Twitter account now. Ooh, I got I got an S&A Auto Facebook page. You know, going big time. I don't know, trying to help, trying to share, trying to be involved. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay tuned. Check in again. Have a great day. Thanks.